Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight with me is the Big King and 1/6 of the winners of this past Saturday's Combine game. My boy, Milton Win. What's going on, brother?
Feeling like a winner. I living by my last name, and it feels good. Thanks to all the other guys, a part of our beautiful team. But I'm good, man. Can't wait to talk about the best two teams in the AFC. I'm just kidding. But one of the best divisions, only top heavy. But yeah. And a defensive position that nobody really cares about. So I can't wait to talk about that. But how are you doing, Jose?
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Like you said, we're coming off a nice little victory, a nice little combine games with our boys for the fantasy football league. So it feels good to come out on top and putting down those Oompa Loompas that believe that they could beat us in this games. It didn't happen. They couldn't get the job done. And we got the better draft picks, I will say, overall. And that's all we needed. Now, unfortunately, we did have James show up like an hour.
See, it was us winning overall. That's a win because, I mean, he didn't help the overall team in points.
Yeah, not at all. He barely got out the mud.
Yes,
but Angel's in the house. He says, "My goats, y'all better than that ESPN." There you go. Love it.
So,
hope you're doing good, Angel.
Greetings, bro.
But let's briefly talk about it. Obviously, today, ladies and gentlemen, if you're tuning in, we're talking about the AFC East. We're talking about the top 15 linebackers. But just for a little bit, let's just sidetrack. We saw each other for the first time. We all met each other. We all had a good time. We had penalty kicks. We had punt kicks. We had football throws. And then we had a full football game. We oddly enough finished a lot quicker than I thought we would, thankfully.
That's good.
Because the sun was coming in hot. But overall, your first overall experience meeting the whole crew and how it all went. We should have taken a grip photo, honestly, but we didn't.
We should have. What the heck?
We all died. We all died a little bit. So.
Everybody was very, very much dying of heat exhaustion. But to answer your question, man, it was wonderful. It was good to meet all of y'all. I was happy that I don't know what I was I expected y'all to be giants the way y'all were talking about each other. And so I was a little bit, as you heard me, I was like, okay, I'm not that short than y'all. Okay, that's good. This is good. Okay, I don't want to be that guy. So it was a great experience, dude. I should have practiced my throwing because I was looking for accuracy and I didn't know we were doing. I should have paid attention because you put it out there, but I wish I would have done better there. My kicking surprised me. Other than soccer, I told you. Now that you saw me do it and you saw that I didn't know what I was doing. Told you soccer wise, I'm not it. I'm not it. I don't even look like I can play soccer. Yeah, once I get a ball next to me. So, but overall, man, the whole experience was freaking fantastic. I can't wait till next year. I really can't. Yeah. You got a great group of guys.
Yeah, let's shall we show the people some of the clips of what we did? In the meantime, let's break it down. Let's see here. Won't put on the audio just because I don't want to copyright it, even though it's our audio. It was just so funny, but I don't want to get shit with the most random shit.
I don't think you.
I don't think so either. But you just never know. Sometimes
you never know.
So just to put out for anybody who's watching later on, whatever. We didn't start with this.
The soccer kicks. Now, to provide some kind of commentary, all the guys did a great job in the soccer kicks, other than one guy that should have gotten a block. I think it's him. Right?
Tim right there, yep.
Yes. That was a shame.
No,
he ought to be ashamed.
Nah, that was rigged. That's collusion. That's what I think.
It looked like it. It looked like it.
What happened right there, though? That was your.
Well, I told you, and I looked right back at you, and I told you, I told you, I'm not playing. I'm not good at soccer. Look at that. It went all the way over there. The whole form, everything was off. Everything was bad. I'm not a soccer player, and when I was goalie against Marco, if you can see, I was terrified y'all,
You were like,
y'all
I'm not
say,
moving. I'm not
yeah.
moving.
You say he's the best guy in kicking. Yeah, I'm not trying this one. And he wants to pick on me after me saying the whole game that I'm not good.
I hate that I shanked it, but I had so much power behind it. I was like, like, come on. Like, I think you said something like, see, it's not that easy. It's like, yeah, I have power,
Yeah, no, it just went to the same side mine did. So I thought I'd, find a friend in my misery. That's all.
Right. That's all right. Well, apparently there's Milton, the goalie. He didn't look good, guys. But it's okay. It's not his sport. Maybe he'll practice.
It's not my sport. I will never practice soccer, actually. I'm too far gone. It is what it is. It's not my thing. I will practice my throwing power, though, because that was embarrassing. I know I had I know I had more than that. That was embarrassing.
I think it's embarrassing and just in general, our whole team. My God, James kicked into a parking lot. He really just showed
James
up.
booted it. Yeah,
that was the worst kick right there. Kevin was the worst kick right there.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You thought it was you, but that's horrible. He planted. Okay. He threw that shit in. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even look at everybody else's. Except my team. I was trying to cheer my team on the whole time, but
we only scored one. We only scored one goal. All of our points came from blocks or missed kicks.
Mm-hmm.
That was James' highlight. That's one of James' highlights.
James did his thing on that one. Yes, he did a great job there. Patted it down in extravagant fashion, I would say. I must say.
I think I will look into either acquiring more phones so I could have more angles of whatever the ball's landing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was a one-man production crew, guys. So just enjoy what I could at least calculate.
And for a one-man crew, people need to give Jose his flowers. All right, this is still good production for a one-man crew. Really doing all this on his own. I was worried about the game. I didn't care about any of this. I got in the way. I heard you warn me a couple times. So I wasn't even worried about it.
My biggest worry is I did worry about this, and then I stopped worrying because I thought, okay, the cameras are running. And then the sun knocked out 2 phones. I'm like, fucking hell. So I only have for the game camera 1 good camera. Except for those videos I showed y'all where Alex knocked himself down and obviously James is self-knocked down.
Yes. That shows James has not ran like that in a long time. Mm-hmm. I know that feeling. You just can't get under yourself. Luckily, I'm not there, but I feel it, James.
We barely won the passing game, which is crazy. This one we had no shot. But oddly enough, this is the punts. Oddly enough, we kind of did, but we didn't.
Almost, yes, because of brother that had the Jackson Dart jersey, and of course Marco. That was a rough one. But me and you did pretty. I didn't think I would be that. I didn't think I would get 40. That was freaking sweet.
I knew I could probably get 40, but there's no training in my body. I'm just a big fella with no Imagine if I put an actual effort. That shit actually would probably maybe closer to 50. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I actually thought I was gonna embarrass everybody and it would go to the right or go behind me. So yeah,
Kevin's first attempt only went 18 yards. That scared me.
All right.
When he redeemed himself with 41, I was so happy. Mm-hmm. But man, nonetheless, Saturday was a lot of fun to have everybody together. Spoiler alert, like we said, Team 2 or Team Spurs won the whole thing. Tim, James, Jeff, Milton, myself, and Kevin balled out, had a great time. We scored every drive. Alex and Jay, spoiler alert, they didn't score. Jay actually got picked off and then made funny moment number 3 for James there.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, when it came to the football, I told Jackson Dart, I said, hey, all this other stuff I don't care about. I can't wait till the football game. Football game is where we're going to turn up. I'm a great team player, and I think I'm going to outdo all of you guys. So when I say you guys, the other team. So that's all I cared about, and we won. So it was fantastic.
Well, Milton, let's get to it because obviously that was a lot of fun. But the people are also here to hear about our Jets, Dolphins, Bills, Patriots predictions.
Yes.
Is it going to be a great season for them? Half of them, yes. The other half, no.
That's easy. Right. It's very top heavy here. Very top heavy. And how top heavy, I guess we'll see. I've seen a lot of disrespect coming towards our team because of the easy schedule last year, which is fair. But I guess we'll talk about it. How deep of a hole are we in? Because the other two
Well,
teams, I mean, it's going to be a simple conversation. Everybody, even the fans of Dolphin and Jets fans, understand their season is, yeah.
I also
Just
don't
say
think people talk enough about how going into low prediction for another team, how much difficult the schedule is for the Bills. Everyone's
for
giving
sure.
them kind of a cakewalk. They're going to win a division. So like, you understand how tough that is. Week 1 is Texans. We're not even talking about them yet, but week 1 is Texans. Like that's not even like that's only part of the brutal schedule they're going to have. If anything, the last
They
2
have
weeks is their easiest time of the year.
yes, right. They
Or
have they
actually,
like. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was going to say us, just like us. Like you mentioned it plenty of times. Us, and the Bills had easy schedules last year. Ours was historic. I get it, but this year people are harping in on our hard schedule. But like you said, the Bills' schedule is
Much
rough
worse. It's
for
worse
a team that's starting new. They have
for
a
a
new
second
head
place
coach.
schedule.
Just
Yep.
saying. Yep. They didn't
But
really.
we should talk to them in a bit. We'll
Yeah.
give the other teams we don't like the satisfaction of talking about them for 5 minutes.
Mhm.
All right, the New York Jets. Obviously, last year they went a horrible 3-14. They kept Aaron Glenn around. Milton, your favorite coach in the AFC East. They kept him around. Who knows if he'll be able to last the whole season? They were able to get 3 first-round picks: David Bailey, Kenyon Sadiq, and Omar Cooper Jr.
Right.
Now they're hoping that those 3 names just alone, just like how not even long ago they were hoping 3 first round picks were able to change the course of their organization. Well, you bring in Geno Smith. Uh, what? What's Geno going to do for you? Geno's going to do nothing for you. I understand you hire Frank Wright as your OC. I understand you're trying to do something here to change everything, but let's be quite honest with you. The poverty franchise is still a poverty franchise. Your QB,
Sure.
he might not be wanting to write letters back, but they're definitely coming back home. And yeah, I don't like this squad as much as a lot of people. I do think it's an improvement, but it's
Okay.
more like
Right.
2-3 more wins improvement, which
That's
is not
fine.
much. Which is
Right.
probably all that some fans might be looking forward to. Hell, there's some delusional fans that think they'll make the playoffs, but that's delusion for you.
Yeah.
But I don't like this squad too much. Obviously, Garrett Wilson is still there. Brees Hall is still there. There are 2 guys that you wish they could be somewhere else so they can really shine.
Sure.
But Milton, how do you feel about these Jets? I don't really have anything much nice to say about them.
Gotcha. I'll go on the nice end, and you could shoot it down a little bit, but I'll say this. Well, one, I agree with most of the things you said. Are obviously objectively they're better, but that might only give them 2, 3, maybe 4 extra wins compared to the 3 wins that they got. Now that would be a good thing if they perform the way that I think they're going to perform. So, for instance, when you look on offense, Geno Smith is not good. I understand. I called it a couple years already. So, and we've agreed. But he is an upgrade from Justin Fields. He is a guy that will risk it much more than Justin Fields. He is a guy that can read defenses much better than Justin Fields. Objectively, Frank Reich stepping in as offensive coordinator. I used to be a huge fan of Frank Reich's scheme, how he called offenses. It's gotten a little bit predictable and a little bit, but I think no matter what, it is still an upgrade from last year. Minka Fitzpatrick, when it comes, this is where I want to hone in on. The defense is where I think this team is going to be pesky and annoying to a lot of teams, where I don't think the defense is all that great, but the young talent that they have, they brought over Tavondre Sweat in the trade. So their interior defensive line now is much deeper and actually has the size that I think, forgive me, the head coach, who's the head coach again?
Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn is kind of looking for. And when you add a guy in Demario Davis, to put him alongside a guy in Sherwood, which Sherwood's a good linebacker, that's going to add leadership when it comes to that defense. Him and Mika Fitzpatrick still are more than competent enough to play their position well, and they're going to bring leadership to try to form an identity on that defense. The corners, I'm not a fan of, but I do see maybe where Aaron Glenn is shooting for. You bring over Nashawn Wright from Chicago. Brandon Stevens, I've been on record, I'm not a fan of him, but I understand, I think, what Aaron Glenn's doing. So you add Brandon Stevens, Brownlee Jr., and Nashawn Wright. All three of them as a corner are high risk, high reward kind of players. So they're going to get smoked plenty of times, yes, but they're also going to take big risks and piss a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of offensive coordinators off, because they are going to get rewarded with that. They're not going to play this conservative style of defense. I do not think that. I think they're going to play aggressive defense, high turnover style, because last year, as we know, historically, they didn't get an interception. Okay? So I think that's a bad taste in Aaron Glenn's mouth. I do not think he's going to end the year as the head coach, or if he does, by next year, he's not going to be the head coach. But I do think he is trying to rewrite like what he's going to be known for this team. So the positive is, I think the defense is trying to form an identity. So shout out to the GM and Aaron Glenn. And the offense, if the offensive line could stay healthy, the offensive line is freaking good. I like the offensive line, even with losing the guy that we now have, Vera Tucker. It's just the offense is going to be stagnant. A lot of drives are going to become stagnant. The fans aren't going to be looking forward to seeing this offense, in my opinion. The defense, though, I see the building blocks. I don't like them overall, especially the secondary, but I do think I understand what Aaron Glenn's trying to do. And that's going to be just an annoying the little brother that's not really that good, but just annoying and gets a couple of wins kind of ordeal. So that's a positive spin to it.
That's very nice of you. I'm not that nice. This team is still going to see. They're going to finally get some turnovers compared to last year. Sure, you can't repeat going 0-17 for games and picks. Like, that's just insane. That's just not possible to do it again. Now, okay, maybe you know what? Maybe they'll do it. But they got a bunch of scrappers, a lot of prove-it guys, a lot of in the defense that you're talking about. A lot of guys that need to prove themselves to keep staying in the league, because obviously, like a Mozzie Smith and other guys, like they've fall from grace from like where they were when they were drafted or when they were younger. But this is not a team that I'm going to be hyper fixated on and be like, ooh, look at that, it's so great. It's like, no. As long as Aaron Glenn and respectfully Frank Wright are there, it's going to be, because I feel like Frank Wright kind of lost a lot of his stigma, a lot of his love for the game when he was head coach for the Panthers. Obviously, he took a year off. He was an interim head coach for Stanford. But how much more is there? How much more to grind? Obviously, he doesn't have to be the full head coach. He's just working on the offense, but still, you look at this offense and you're like, damn, this is what I got to work with? Damn.
Yeah. It's not gonna be a pretty season, Jets fans. But if you can be frisky, annoying, and win more games, there could be a bright future, possibly. You have a very young offensive line that can be very good, in my opinion.
You still need the quarterback. Until you get the quarterback, this don't matter.
Right.
And drafting Zach Wilson, Milf Wilson was not a good move. But nonetheless, that's years ago. So now we're moving on, Milton. Let's go ahead and do the schedule. If you can give me an intro, sir, and read me off the schedule so I can give you a horrible Jets regular season schedule.
I gotcha. All right, so let me put that, make sure I get the wins and losses. So the New York Jets 2026 record prediction. Starting week 1, traveling to Nashville at Tennessee.
Yeah, they're going to travel to Tennessee, and they're going to get 10 foots up their ass when they take that L to Tennessee.
Week 2. Hold on. Yeah, that was a good one. Week 2, they go home, but they're playing Green Bay.
Oh, man. They're playing Green Bay? Take that L at home. Take that L. They're the only green jerseys that look good right now, in people's eyes. I'm more
Green
talking
Bay,
about the rivalry jerseys.
the Green, yeah, I
They-
surprised me. I thought Green Bay kind of, but they did good. It looks
yeah,
good. Week 3, staying at the NFC North, but traveling to Detroit.
yeah. Aaron Glenn, say hi to your old team and take that L on your way out.
Yeah, 3 games in a row against the NFC North, all early games. Week 4 at Chicago.
Yeah. Remember your old buddy from Detroit, Ben Johnson? He's gonna whoop your ass too.
Yeah,
Man, you're having some reunions this first month. Oh shit.
man, that's
0-4.
Gosh, those 3 games in a row for Jets fans, that sucks. I feel for you, actually. 3 in a row. Week 5, let's see how this goes. They go back home, and they're playing Cleveland.
So many reports coming out from Cleveland. So honestly, if I did predict Cleveland a few weeks ago, scrap everything I said. It might be even worse. I'll actually be nice and I'll give the Jets a win here because at least they'll have a competent offense. Deshaun Watson, Massage Watson is God, he's gonna fail Cleveland so badly. Maybe Shador's starting by then, but still.
Yeah, exactly. I think we should have actually talked about that because I've been not defending Deshaun Watson, but anyways, we'll get to that later. All right, Week 6, traveling to Foxborough, playing the New England Patriots. Yeah.
L.
Yeah. We're sweeping the Jets, by the way, everybody. Week 7, go home. They're going home, playing Miami Dolphins.
It's in New York. It's at MetLife, so let's go ahead and give this a W. Let's be kind to New York Jets. That's 2. That's 2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being kind.
Almost there. Week 9. All of these are early games. That is crazy. Week 9 at Kent. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Week 8, still at home against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Whoo! I'll tell you what, that turf might come to advantage for the Jets, but it still won't be enough. The Raiders win. I tried. I'm trying to find a win here, but
Raiders.
That's good. The Raiders are not going to be bad. The Raiders are going to be better,
right?
But I feel like Clint Kubiak's the better coach. You know what I mean? Like
for sure, 100%. Yeah,
also,
no question.
Also, I guess at this point, it really just depends. Is it Fernando finally starting because it's an easy game for him to start? Or is it Kirk at this point?
But
we won't know until then.
It's a good question, though. Week 9, traveling to Arrowhead, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, go ahead and take that L from Patrick Mahomes and the rest of the crew.
Yeah, for sure. We got Week 10, home against the Buffalo Bills.
Home against Buffalo. Well, good thing they're home, so at least they can travel to their beds right after this loss. That's another one.
Okay. I was hoping I didn't know where you're going with that. I said, whoa, okay. Some Bills hatred there. I like it. Week 11 at the Los Angeles Chargers.
Oof.
Mid-game, not early game.
They're traveling all the way across the country. They're going to go. People like to use that against with the Patriots, but I'm fine with it. For the Jets, though, they're just what do you? I know that they lost their center, hopefully not for the whole year, like the Chargers. But what are you gonna do past Joe Alton Slater? Like if they're healthy, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's tough to see the Chargers take an L here. If this was their old coaching staff, sure. Bradley Staley, whatever his name was, sure. But with this staff, no, they take another L
for sure. Week 12 at Miami.
I was kind. I gave them the win in October in week 7. But week 12, even though it's not going to be that hot in Miami at the end of November, they'll still be taking the L here, and I'll put them at 2-10 going into the bye.
Correct. Bye week for 13 and week 14 after the bye week, they're at home playing Denver.
Yeah. Aaron Glenn's not there no more at this point. Interim head coach Frank Reich is losing his fucking mind. and
Yeah.
they'll take another L here.
Yes, I would agree. Okay, week 15, a little bit before Christmas at Arizona.
By this point, Arizona should be trying to experiment with their backup quarterbacks. Does that mean that they're going to get the W at this point? No say. And you know what? The Jets might be doing the same thing. They might be trying, Bailey Zappi or what's it called, Brady Cook at this point. Because why would you even want to bother? For that reason, Milton, I'm going to be kind and give the Cardinals their second win of the season. I didn't give them in my original predictions, and the Jets lose this game.
Whoa. Okay, that actually surprised me there. All right, week 16, they're at home against us, the New England Patriots.
L.
Yeah. Week 17, that's a last 3 games pretty rough. Actually, the last 5, other than Arizona. Week 17, going up against the Minnesota Vikings at home, though.
Okay, Kyler, you better not get turfed up from this shit. Okay, you better be okay. You're fighting for something. But this one, Minnesota's still fighting for something. So
for sure,
Minnesota gets the win here.
Okay, the last game is going to be traveling to Buffalo, at Buffalo.
The interesting part is Buffalo fighting for the division at this point. Are they secured? I mean, I think they'll be fine. They're in the playoffs at this point. But are they fighting for the division at this point? That's all at this point matters to me. From what I'm thinking, what the schedules will be between the Patriots and the Bills, I think the Bills kind of just take a backseat here and just say, you know what, you could have it.
Okay.
And finish the Jets at 3-14, same record as last year.
Damn, man. I gave them 2 other wins, so I have them 5-12.
Was it the Raiders and the Cardinals?
No, surprisingly. So definitely didn't remember. One of these teams we went over, and everybody, well, you and I believe Chi-Town looked at me crazy. I have them splitting the NFC North because Aaron Glenn is familiar. And I think with the healthy defense, again, I think they can be pesky. So Green Bay and Chicago, I have them actually beating them. Everybody gets upset. Yeah,
get false hope that early months. Like,
yes, exactly. So you'll see if you look exactly where those games are, right? There's going to be some false hope there. It's going to be like, oh shoot, wait a minute, maybe the Jets are, and then it's going to obviously fall off. But okay, that's cool. That's all right. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all.
I would have loved to have lied to myself and do all that, but let's be quite honest with you, man. The Jets. I mean, obviously, when we make these predictions, there's probably going to be like 2 or 3 more wins that there's going to be out there for these teams, and what we're saying, or forth. But it's just tough to see those right now. Like, it's just so tough. We haven't seen what these guys are on the field. We saw what they were with Aaron Glenn as their head coach last year, and Aaron Glenn proved to be not the right guy at the time, and he probably still isn't. So. Right. That's where I have a tough time saying, like, oh, yeah, I found these other, like, extra wins for them. It's like, I think a lot of other teams gotten better, to be honest with you. So it's just tough. I mean, you can flip that Arizona game. Like, I didn't get the Arizona game. So there you go. 4 wins. That's a positive. That's improvement, right? So,
yep. Yeah. So the 5 games I gave them: Cleveland, Miami once, Green Bay, Chicago, Arizona.
Oh. All right. We'll move on to the Miami Dolphins, who went 6. No, what was their record last year? They went 7-10. They went 7-10. But this team flat out said, we're going to get rid of everyone and start over. And I mean every fucking one. All their big contracts are gone, essentially. We're talking about Tua. We're talking about Tyreek. We're talking about Jalen Waddle being traded. Jalen Ramsey is no longer there. They're still paying him. Minka Fitzpatrick's now a Jet. Bradley Chubb is not there. They're still paying him. Teron Armstead is. And the reason I bring those names up, Milton, is because if you've seen the big nice graphic, those guys are still getting paid, despite him not even being there. Look at this. Look at this nightmare of dead cap space. The worst dead cap in the league today, probably in all history. Let's be quite honest with you. And then you look at all these names, and this is what accumulates. These 8 players. 7 of these guys aren't even on the team anymore, and 2 of them aren't on any team at all.
Yep.
So this is horrible. This is atrocious. This is
Sure.
How do you win with these? Like you see the Eagles, like that's understandable. They're trying to win. The Texans, they're trying to win. Everyone else is trying to rebuild at least, but not successfully, of course. But the Dolphins went beyond. And I thought a few years ago when the Broncos got rid of what's it called? Russell Wilson. They had that like 80 million dead cap. I thought that was the worst thing in the world. No, the Dolphins said we could do you one better. We beat you by like 80 a few years ago. We're gonna beat you dead cap space, by 82. Like Jesus.
Man, how times have things have changed since then, huh?
Mike McDaniel's no longer there. He's the OC for the Chargers now, and they brought in Jeff Hafley, the defensive coordinator for the Packers. They've also brought in Eric Sullivan from the Packers as well to be the GM. So they're trying to go full Green Bay here, and they even brought Malik Willis, the backup quarterback for the Packers, to be their starting quarterback here. Yeah. And all reports coming out training camp, Milton, is it's just horrible. It's just bad. There's nothing positive to look at.
Except their only positive is Devon Achane. That's it. That's literally it. There's nothing else. There's no wide receiver 1. There's no wide receiver 2, actually. There's there's 2 wide receiver 3s. The offensive line is Aaron Brewer's okay. Austin Jackson's okay. Everybody else is not good. I don't understand. The defense, well, let's talk about the defense. I mean, the defense has potential. Jordan Brooks, Terrell Dodson, Willie Gay Jr. You have Chop Robinson off the edge. I'm assuming they plan on him taking a step. He's shown that he can do it if he stays healthy. But that's kind of Zach Sealer. Zach Sealer is Mr. Reliable on that defensive front. So defensively, Jeff Hafley can make this defense, same thing with the Jets, annoying. But the only thing that's a bit different from them being pesky and winning a couple of games because of turnovers, is they don't have any corners. If you mention their number 1 corner, who is it? It'll be Jason Marshall or Chris Johnson. Juju Brents, probably.
I'm gonna look up the depth chart as you bring that up. I'm looking at those names and I'm just like, who the fuck am I talking about?
So number 1 corner most likely is going to be Juju Brents. He's the best guy, and he's a third option on a competent team.
We got Juju Brents and Jason Marshall Jr.
Yeah. That's not going to work. Safety room. They don't have any safeties anymore. They have none.
Dante Trader Jr. and Zane Anderson are your alleged starters.
It's not going to do it. So this is where, like you said, you mentioned everything that they lost. That's a fact. And so it is rebuild time. And I think I can't. Let me try to be optimistic about this.
You don't have to, Milton. I
can. I will. You don't have to. Just for fans. Just for fans' sake. Because you always got to look at something. And I can see, at least with what they're doing and what they got from the Jalen Waddle trade, right? I can give them that even everything they did in the offseason, compared to some teams when it's like rebuilding time and then they sign a Geno Smith or they sign certain guys or they pay certain guys. It's like, if you're rebuilding, why the heck are you paying that guy? Why are you doing that? At least with the Dolphins, they are literally taking the stance, we are rebuilding. This year is legit just a rebuild year. We're going to find out what players are going to stay, find an identity, and kind of go from there. And so I can appreciate that. Offensively, I mean, I don't know how do you sell tickets as a Miami Dolphins, because you're going to have to play the hell out of Devon Achane. He is your only bright spot. And even with a bad team, he's been on bad teams as far as with the Dolphins just last year. And he's still just Mr. Reliable. He is, again, in my opinion, talent for talent, a top 5 running back easily. If he was on a competent team, I think he'd be a top 3 running back, in my opinion, personal opinion. But then if he is your future, which I know they think he is, how do you utilize him? Like, you're going to have to utilize him, but you obviously don't want him to get hurt. So that's where there's kind of some kind of dilemma there. And I don't really know how they go about that. But the positive I'll say is they are rebuilding, and everything this offseason is pointing towards that. There's no, yeah. I mean, the Malik Willis thing, a bit off. Maybe that kind of refutes me. Because, well, it's really only a 2-year deal, to be honest. It's like a 1.5-year deal if you look at the numbers and all that. But not to give him any help. Like, he's obviously, you pay him that money for, what would you say, like 6-7 starts? That's it? And those were okay. He ran a Matt LaFleur offense that was pretty good. And now you put him in a position where he has no wide receivers. Greg Dulcich, everybody in fantasy land has been calling for this guy's. He's going to be the guy. Maybe this is the year finally. I don't know. I don't know. But that's the only huge. Everybody, there's question marks everywhere with this team. But Malik Willis signing with not giving him any weapons, where we've seen him without great weapons in Tennessee, and we saw how that panned out. So I'm a bit perplexed with that move. But optimism, they are rebuilding, and yeah, they're rebuilding.
Yeah. Oh, see, Bobby Slowick is sure going to have fun with this one. We saw how Bobby Slowick did with the Texans in his final year there.
To be fair, they wasn't Bobby Slowick, as we saw last year. I don't think Bobby Slowick's fine. I think Bobby Slowick's good.
Or was it?
I don't know. I think Bobby Slowick's pretty good, man. I think his play calling is fine. I think it's better than Nick Caley, the offensive coordinator for Houston now. Just my opinion, though.
We'll see. But yeah, nonetheless, Achane, sorry. I mean, I don't want to play spoiler, but he's gonna go down with injury with trying to carry this damn team. And it's not something you wish upon. I don't wish upon that Achane, or sorry, Devon Etienne. Like,
oh yeah,
no, it's Achane, brother.
That's stupid, dude.
No offense, but everything else on this team is just I don't really want to talk about it. Quinn Ewers, you couldn't beat out Malik Willis. It shows you probably were a 7th round draft pick after all. Sorry, Joe, sports man. I know you have high hopes for Quinn Ewers.
He really did. Oh man, he really did. That's crazy. You got to stop being biased, guys. All right, college is college. Okay?
Yeah,
you love your college.
These guys are dead weight. But all right, let's go ahead and predict the 2026 Miami Dolphins regular season record. Are you ready, sir? Are you going to be able to find multiple wins?
Multiple wins. I love how you put it just like that. Let's see. Let's go for it. We'll see.
Sorry, big long day. Sunday. Burnt out.
It's okay.
Boom, boom.
It's okay.
All right. Week 1 at the Raiders.
Loss.
Week 2 at the Niners.
Loss. Terrible start.
Week 3 against the Chiefs.
Very bad loss.
Week 4 at the Vikings.
They'll score 3 points at the most.
Ooh. Brian Flores revenge game. Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna let him have it.
he's like, I just wish Tua was still here.
Yeah, he's gonna just want blood at this point. Yeah, he would. He really does wish Tua was right there. No.
Week 5 against the Bengals.
Loss. They start the year going into the early bye week, which I think is going to be good for them. 0-5.
Why? They're going to fire Jeff Hafley at this point?
No, they're not going to. I don't think they'll do that. But I'm not a fan of the Jeff Hafley pick. But it's good for a young team that's trying to find something.
Yeah. Jeff Hafley is probably going to give a lot of grace after what they did to that freaking organization. So
for sure, he's going to get grace this whole year, I think.
Yeah. Week 7 at the Jets.
So at the Jets, I think they come off the bye week high and they go to New York or New Jersey and win. They get their first win at the Jets.
Week 8 against the Patriots.
Blowout. Loss.
Week 9 against the Lions.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 150 yards. Loss.
I'll say 170. Week 10 at the Colts.
Alec Pierce will be back. He'll be healthy. He'll also have about 2 50-yard plus plays. Loss.
Alec Pierce will be back by week 10. Oh,
yeah, it sucks. It sucks for Colts. I feel you, Colts.
I'm so glad we didn't overpay for him. I'm so glad we didn't overpay for that shit.
It's rough. It's rough out there. But Alec Pierce, when he is healthy, Think he's going to be the man.
Keenan Allen's about to go off. All right, week 11 at Buffalo.
Oh, gosh, it's going to be terrible. Josh Allen's going to sit out the third and the fourth, and they're going to win by 21.
This is the James Cook game, ladies and gentlemen. Spoiler, James Cook. If you haven't fantasy, that will be the James Cook game. I'm
sure.
giving a free hint to everybody.
You're welcome. Yes.
Week 12 against the Jets.
They're not going to beat the Jets twice. So, no, they lose to the Jets here.
Week 13 at Denver.
A blowout loss, and it's not going to be pretty. And there's going to be not trash bags. What are those little bags? Little shame bags with frowny faces and crying emoji faces.
Oh, yeah. Those brown bags.
Yes, thank you. They're going to be shameful brown bags everywhere in Miami at this point. Once they come home.
Good thing your tickets will probably be as low as $10 just to get into a stadium.
For certain. Well, go to Miami for sure. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Week 14 against Chicago.
Yeah. This is literally when the bags are going to be there because they're going to be home and they're going to understand that they're going to lose this game in bad fashion. Ben Johnson's going to have 3 different players throw a touchdown this game. Running back and receiver, some way.
That's so bad. That's so sad. I'm so sad. Coastal Loveland going to throw a touchdown pass.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Yes.
All right. Week 15 at Green Bay.
Yeah, at Lambeau in December. Gosh, man. Jeff Hafley's he's gonna actually look at his team and say, "What the heck did I agree to?"
He's gonna look at the stadium and be like, "Can I come back?
I'll take the roll back, please." Yes, they're gonna lose this game as well. They have won 1 game through week 15.
All right. Not any better. Week 16 against the Chargers.
Well, yeah, you're right. No. It's not going to get in it. No, relax. Relax. This is going to be Mike McDaniel going back and saying, y'all fired me without giving me anything, and I still won you 7 games. Here's a 70-point win by the Chargers.
There you go. That's very kind of you. All right, week 17 against Buffalo.
Yes, they are not. They're winning 1 division game, so that kind of tells you where I'm going. They lose to Buffalo.
Well, spoiler. Then week 18 at the Patriots.
Where we are by this time, I guarantee we are going to be either winning or close to winning our division. We're going to try to lose this game, and we're still going to win.
Yeah, who's our backup right now? Oh, Tommy DeVito will win this game.
Oh, DeVito is going to, yes, it's going to spark the Dolphins.
You come to me on the day that we win the division, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, there you go. Vrabel's going to be looking like, Vito, stop cooking right now.
No.
And DeVito's not going to.
No. Vrabel's going to enjoy it. He's going to be like,
yeah, he will.
Rossini.
That's pasta. That's pasta. That's good pasta there.
Rossini.
Oh, I get it. That's funny. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Fair enough. I thought it was a pasta dish. Sounded really Italian, but I got it now. All right.
That's how I was gonna look at. Give me some Rossini. Sorry, Coach. Sorry, guys. Guys just gotta have fun with it, bro. He fucked up. We gotta have fun with it. That's the only way to get through it. We gotta have fun with it.
I agree. But yes, Dolphins will win 1 game this year. The maximum they win is 3.
Fighting for the number 1 overall draft pick.
Yes, them in Arizona, and I think Miami wins that.
I wish they were playing each other. That'd be funny.
Oh, that would be so beautiful. I would actually love to watch that. I would actually love to watch that.
And the stakes are the winner actually gets the number 1 draft pick. Then you see the best out of everything.
Right.
That's how you do it. Make it the winner of
right.
It, you know.
Marvin Harrison Jr. just proves everybody wrong in that 1 game.
Look, I'm telling you, bro. We don't need it per se, right? Because now they got rid of the Pro Bowl. But since they got rid of the Pro Bowl, come on, 14 tournament. Number 1 draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Bro? Come on, bro. Like the bottom 4 teams fight for it. It's always about the bottom 4 teams.
I think that's a great idea. I don't know. I definitely probably will never happen, but it's a great idea.
Don't worry about teams tanking, even though that's already happening.
Yeah,
So
it's already happening. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's real fun. Miami's going to suck. Sorry, Miami fans. Actually, I'm not. All the Miami fans out there are the ones that are just very irrational. Doesn't make really much sense. I remember Jalen, shout out to Jalen, his TikTok. There was so many Dolphin fans pooping on the Patriots. Who do y'all think you're talking about? You don't have Tannehill anymore, okay? All right? Tannehill, I don't know what it was, beat us a couple times. That was it. All right, now I'm done. I remember those games. They used to piss me off. How the hell are we losing to these guys?
Tua's biggest win is that he went undefeated against Belichick. That's
Tua's biggest
win. And what did y'all do with that? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Got to the playoffs and choked again. Yep. So, all right. Sure. Now it's time to talk about the playoff for the teams. Now we can get into a team that was winning the division for a couple of years. As a placeholder, right? They're a nice placeholder team to be the division champions until we got our guy, and here we are. The Buffalo Bills, they got rid of their longtime head coach, Sean McDermott, after the season last year because the GM saw Brandon Beane. He saw, or the owner, I forgot which one it was. They looked at Josh Allen and said, "Don't cry, my son. I'll fire him for you."
Yeah, it was the owner. Mm-hmm.
I guess it was Tim Pagula, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
But it just looked at Josh Allen crying in tears, saying, "We lost to Bo Nix and his one ankle. I can't believe it." That nothing to do with Josh's 4 turnovers, right? It was all just, Denver's fucking shit. But cool. Nonetheless, they fired Sean McDermott, which is fine. He probably needs to go no matter what.
Sure. Maybe.
But then you hire, basically, or promote from within, Joe Brady, a guy who hasn't been a head coach anywhere since LSU when Joe Burrow was the quarterback with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and that freaking crazy unit over there. Actually, he wasn't even the head coach. He was a passing coordinator. Who the hell was the head coach that year? Let me see. Ed.
Ed. Coach Ed.
Yeah.
Coach Ed. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what he's doing. Fuck y'all.
But Brady did coach up that offense and made it, again, one of the best offenses we've seen in our lifetime.
So now he's in his first head coach position. He obviously was promoted to OC a couple of years ago when the previous OC had a meltdown in the freaking booth upstairs.
Ken Dorsey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was rough.
Ever since then, since 2024 season.
Yeah.
Even though 2023 because he got the interim part.
It was like, right.
He took over and it became the James Cook, Josh Allen's legs
100%
team. Stephon Diggs was kind of phased out with that game plan. The whole wide receiver thing was, and while it was effective, it was very effective. James Cook has had a nice couple of years as far as numbers wise and stuff.
For sure.
The downside to it is they never focus on getting another comparable wide receiver that is consistent. They were like, Keon Coleman, you're good enough. Nope, not good enough.
No.
Khalil Shakir, good enough. He's good, not good enough.
Yeah, not a number one. Yeah.
Yeah. So these changes were made. It was not the best of ideal situations, but nonetheless, we're here now. Joe Brady is the head coach. Milton, obviously, this team is a lot different. Before it was defense-based with Sean McDermott. Now it's not that at all. How do you feel about this squad as of now moving forward?
I think it's one of the first times offensively, I already know how to feel about this squad. The offensive line is going to be healthier than last year. So they're going to be a top 5 unit. James Cook, if he can stop fumbling the ball, is going to be a top 5, top 7 running back. And Josh Allen's freaking Josh Allen. So almost all of as far as the team, even including us in our division, they have the highest floor because they have Josh freaking Allen. That's the main thing. That's just objectively true in my opinion. Well, I can't say that's just true in my opinion. Defensively, like you said, there's an identity crisis right now. They lose a lot of their secondary pieces, including Teron Johnson, which I found very perplexing on why they let him walk in a free agency. So when you look at their corners, Benford, great, knows how to do his job. I just am a bit. I don't know what to expect when it comes to. I think their defensive coordinator is Jim Leonard, right from
Jim,
Denver.
is it Leonard or Lionheart?
I don't know. Is it
It's
from Denver?
it's spelled the same, but you're good.
Is he from Denver? Right.
I believe so. Let me double check for you.
Okay.
Jim Leonard is coming out of Denver. Yes.
Okay. Right. So there's a lot of positive news I've heard about the way he is implementing his schematic details to this defense. And so it's really just to answer your question, dude. They're a question mark to me, not offensively. Our offense is going to be humming. Adding DJ Moore. I know we all probably agree DJ Moore, him going away from Chicago was probably good for him. It seemed like he was getting annoyed. Good or bad. It's probably good for both parties, honestly. DJ Moore as the wide receiver 1 for a guy like Josh Allen, yeah. With also, he's reuniting people. I don't think people understand this, but Joe Brady was calling plays, or at least part of an offense where DJ Moore was the wide receiver and Carolina, I believe. And so he's reuniting with DJ Moore. And in 2 of those seasons, if my memory serves correctly, he had about 24 to 26% of the target share. And guess what? He's not going to be fighting for targets. Dalton Kincaid, possibly he'll take another step, maybe. James Cook in the backfield, sure. Shakir on as far as the intermediate kind of passing details, sure. But nobody's going to be fighting for that number 1 wide receiver. It's already set in stone. It's going to be DJ Moore. And so that's all positive. The defense is just going to have it's a big question mark because losing the corners that they lost, they're assuming Harrison is going to take that next step, which he could. The safety room is fine. Cole Bishop, Geno Smith, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, fine. It's just the corners and I think the lack of pass rush. Bradley Chubb, that could refute me because, I mean, he had, 9 sacks last year, so he can be another Joey Bosa. And Greg Rousseau is probably going to take a step. As long as Ed Oliver is healthy, the floor should be fine. Ed Oliver there always provides a great pass rush, a great disrupting interior defensive line where the Greg Rousseaus of the world can actually eat. Their linebacking core is not that great, and that's also kind of concerning. But ours isn't that great either.
It's more their front 4 that you're worried about. I mean, I'm not worried about, but you're like they're solid. Like you're not.
Yeah.
Like the front line is going to be like set in stone. It's the back end where everything is questionable. Obviously, Greg Rousseau is great. No question about that. They're getting Mike Dana from KC. Bradley Chubb, like you said, got 8.5 sacks last year with the Dolphins. But again, that's also a better climate for him, to be fair. I know he also came from Denver, so he's used to the cold and stuff like that, high altitude kind of situation. So we'll see how it goes. One of the things that I did think that was kind of like a little crazy that you mentioned, you're talking about who they let walk away, Milton, who you brought.
Teron Johnson.
There you go, Teron Johnson.
He was their main. That was your slot guy. That was his position, and he played it very well. So I didn't understand that, but I'm assuming maybe Harrison takes another step, and they put C.J. Gardner-Johnson as the slot. Maybe I don't know. I'm not really too sure because they bring over Geno Stone, which high risk, high reward guy, but he's coming off of one of his worst years at Cincinnati. So I don't know. I really don't know about this defense. But with Josh Allen, that gives him a minimum of 10 wins. You know what I mean? No matter what, it just gives him 10 wins.
Yeah,
he has to put the Superman cape. He will. Yeah.
Josh Allen is arguably the best regular season quarterback today. That's not even a question, really, like, as you mentioned. But it's just regular season. That's the biggest thing. Sure. The overall, the journey for this team, the goal is SBOB, Super Bowl bust. It's no longer just trying to win the division. If they settle just for the division, if the fans just settle for oh, I want the Bills to dethrone the Patriots and win the AFC East again. It's like, is that your goal? Is that it? Is that all you're good for? Because the other teams that want it more keep going for more. The Patriots already went back to the Super Bowl before the Bills fucking did with Josh Allen. The Chiefs, they'll always be a threat for the Super Bowl as long as Patrick Mahomes is playing because he's been there, done that with Andy Reid. Even if Travis Kelce does retire after the season. The Bengals, they've been there already. Joe Burrow's done it already. It's the year where Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, those guys, those top guys that we talk about all the time, it's put up or shut up. Can you lead these teams to them to the big time? And that's really going to be the biggest thing overall. I would love to see Buffalo exceed and do more and be better. In last year, they're supposed to do that, right? With the Chiefs out, with the Ravens out, with the Bengals out, with the fifth easiest schedule in the league. They're supposed to get to that point to become Super Bowl champions or at least AFC champions at the very least. And they couldn't get the job done. Josh Allen made too many mistakes, cost them, even though they were able to get to overtime. Was not good enough. And so now we'll see. Now we'll see after all the losses. They've lost Matt Milano. They lost AJ Espinoza. They lost Taylor Rapp. They lost Shaq Lawson. Obviously, a lot of these guys are free agents still, or Jordan Poyer, Jordan Phillips, and they can maybe bring them in mid-season. But still, like, this is free amped, refresh, brand new team. Like Milton said, Josh Allen kind of makes you a 10-win team on default. But it's what you do in the postseason that matters now. Fuck the regular season. It's postseason now. What are you gonna do there? You got a tougher, Denver team that's already proven that they can beat you there. You got a tougher Patriots team that is gonna be a little more of a grind than you probably think. The Chiefs are back. Don't know if they'll make the playoffs. We'll get into that maybe next week when we do full predictions for everyone. But the road gets tougher, and Josh Allen's not getting younger. That's so. You got to win now in his prime. He's only 30 now. That means most likely Milton probably get the best out of Josh Allen with these legs. Probably another good 2-3 years after.
Yeah, with his legs for sure.
Yeah,
but I think even without his legs, he'll be fine. That's of course a future thing, but
yeah. But any final thoughts on the Bills before we go into prediction?
No, but I do just want, depending on how Jose takes this as far as record predicting wise, I just want, not Bills fans, because Bills Mafia can kick rocks. I really don't care about Bills Mafia. Yeah. But the reasonable fans that are kind of high on the Bills, I understand why. But we do have to put in consideration that out of all these teams now the Patriots have the continuity, not the Bills. Bills had that continuity kind of ordeal. Now we have it. So, yeah, just take that. The Bills this year are kind of figuring things out in a sense. They're not rebuilding or whatsoever, any of that. It's really Super Bowl or bust for the Bills every single year with Josh Allen. But I just do want people to understand Joe Brady now moving to head coach, that is going to be a transition. And we're going to have to see how that looks for a little minute.
Yes, sir. Well, go ahead and give me the intro. Let's go ahead and predict this Buffalo team.
So let me get their schedule. Okay. Oh, hold on.
No, you're good. I didn't do it. Guys, I will be posting the full football, not the full football game. I am editing down to each play, though, to be fair to everybody. So all the good defensive moves and all the offensive moves, I'll be posting that real soon. Hopefully tomorrow, but if I crash out tonight, probably Friday.
All right, so the Buffalo Bills 2026 record prediction goes as followed. Week 1 at Houston.
L. For some reason, Houston has their number, and that number is sticking around.
I completely agree. Week 2, short week, Thursday night football at home against Detroit. Great game.
Great game. And this is debuting at their new stadium. They're going to be super exciting, or debuting for the regular season, right? They've already, but the fans won't be able to see. Just a heads up, they won't be able to see. I don't remember what I had if I did the predictions myself for the Lions a few weeks ago. Right now, it's kind of a toss up, but because I will trust it because it's at home, let's get Buffalo the win here.
Okay.
I might have said Lions last time. I don't remember if I did Lions though. Unless you did Lions. No, I did do Lions.
No, you
Ooh,
did.
well,
So you had Buffalo winning.
okay, so I'm consistent there. I'm consistent. Buffalo wins. All right.
Yeah,
one more.
whoever does it, like I had mine, but then whoever does it, I just put it on the back of the card.
I bet.
So whoever it was, yes. If it was you, then you had Detroit losing. Okay, week 3, they're 1-1. Week 3, staying home. They got a 3-game home streak. Week 3 against the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, so this is going to be a nice matchup of the trenches. I will enjoy the fact of seeing the boys like Dean Dawkins and Ed Oliver versus Joe Alton and Rashawn Slater. That's going to be a dog fight. I will enjoy it. It's really going to come down to what the offenses is. And I think this game, not the other 2 previous games, this game will be the DJ Moore game. His real debut in Buffalo. And I think this will get Buffalo their second win of the season.
Okay. I like that call. Oh, DJ Moore against Still. Yeah, that'll be sweet to watch. Okay. Week 4, we got them at home against the New England Patriots. First matchup.
Don't know why this isn't a primetime game. Why is this a noon game? I don't understand this, but it is what it is. This is. I'm gonna go with my logic, Milton. My beautiful logic. The division rival wins the road game. This will be a Patriots win, starting the Bills at 2-2.
Okay, you got it. Maybe because but I've seen some teams have back-to-back primetime games. But anyways, their next game is Monday Night Football at the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, and if you saw my predictions for the Rams a few months ago, this will be an L for the Bills. 2-3 start. Joe Brady's taking his booth.
Okay. Then we got week 6 at the Las Vegas Raiders.
And this is where they get the shit back together and get the W. That's for not sure. Respect to the Raiders, but they're getting your ass whooped.
It's a bad matchup for them. Okay. Yeah. Week 7, obviously, they get their bye week early. New head coach, maybe that's good. Maybe that's good, actually. Yeah. Maybe that's good. Right. Following the bye week, we got week 8 at home versus Baltimore.
I don't know if I did the predictions for this one a few weeks ago, but I will say this. I will believe that the Ravens could do it, should do it. They should win. They obviously last year, week 1 was a great start for the team until Josh Allen's fourth quarter heroics. But this is home. This game's in Buffalo. This is post bye week. I'm gonna give Buffalo the win here.
I actually did. I did Baltimore.
Okay.
Week 9, Monday Night Football at Minnesota. I think a freaking sweet game. We'll see.
Another battle of the trenches.
Right.
But a game that is going to be too tall for Kyler Murray to see. So let's give Buffalo another win here.
Okay. I think I disagree with. I forgot. Okay. Week 10 at the New York Jets.
Let's just keep it going. Buffalo wins. Yeah.
Gotcha. Week 11 at home versus Miami.
Yeah, let's just keep it going. There's nothing to talk about. Miami lives here. Let's keep going.
Okay. Week 12, Thanksgiving game, right?
Correct.
Thanksgiving game at home against the Kansas City Chiefs.
And Sunday night or Thursday night football, Thanksgiving, the last game of the night. Sorry, it's another Buffalo win. I mean, they own the Chiefs in the regular season. That's not a question. Sorry, Marco. I know you predicted Chiefs winning this game a few months ago. That's not happening. Sorry, bud.
All right, week 13 at New England.
All right. Well, I gave the first win to the Patriots. And I'm going to get the sweep out of this one, Milton. The Pats are going to get done, and they're going to break the win streak for the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to say it. 2-0 Patriots. Crazy? Yes. Am I going that way? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I almost went that way, by the way, but I just couldn't do it. So you got more balls than I do. All right. Week 14 at Green Bay.
At Green Bay.
Damn, that's rough.
Yeah, the final stretch.
Yeah.
Those 5 weeks is gonna be like,
oh man,
little tiring. At Green Bay, though, I think they'll get the W. I think they'll get the job done. I don't think Green Bay has enough arsenal to get the job done. But I do hope Micah Parsons gets a few sacks in that game.
Gotcha. Week 5. Go ahead.
No, I'm just hoping. 5 sacks, 7 sacks. That's too much to ask. Maybe a bit.
Yeah, for that offensive line, it's going to have to be Josh Allen's fault for doing that. Week 15, Saturday night football for at home against Chicago.
I don't know, right? Wow, that's a good matchup. Alex is going to be moist for that game. It's in Buffalo, so it won't be that cold for Chicago. Chicago will be able to handle it. But I think Josh Allen will sun Caleb Williams in this game. And I think they'll get the job done with this one here.
Okay. Week 16, we got the Christmas game on Friday. Netflix special at Denver. Mile High.
Ooh, traveling back to Mile High just to get that L again, just like the playoffs.
Dang, yeah.
Denver is going to suffocate them little by little. Is Bo Nix MVP?
Don't make me too happy. All right, you're gonna make my day. All right, I might just have a hot take now. Okay, I think so. I don't know. You're talking me into it. That was a good argument. I think.
You're getting those bull sexuals where it hurts.
That's where it is. It's like, is he MVP? I don't know. Then I'm nipping. It's not cold in here. I don't know what's going on. Week 17 at Miami.
They'll get the job done here. They'll sweep Miami. That's not a question.
All right, now last game. Oh yeah, you have the New York Jets beating the Bills, right? I think that's what you said.
What's my record right now?
You have them 11-5.
11-5. Spoiler alert, I think the Patriots will have 2 games ahead of them at this point. There's not enough. There's no reason for them to play. So yeah, they'll take the L here. That's only because the Patriots are 2 games ahead of them at this point. That's why. Oh, it's a Chucker Patriots fan thinks 13 wins. Oh my God. It's like, sorry.
Well, I also have the Buffalo Bills 11-6. Obviously, we differ a little bit on the. Not really, actually. Oh wow! Hold on. The only one we differ on
the sweep
is sweep. Yeah. I wish. I hope so. But sweeping, I think they actually lose to the Kansas City Chiefs this time.
Those 2 weeks that they play the Patriots are important weeks for me, kind of. No, they are. So I need the Bills to lose those games so I can be happy the weeks entirely. So,
okay. Yeah, just put it out there. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay.
I might not be able to throw far, but I'll kick it. I'll kick your balls.
You'll kick. Okay. All right. Well, jeez. Let's see. Where is it? Hold on. My thing is tripping. Yeah, move on to New England. Hold on. Let me see this.
All right, no problem. Now we're going to be talking about the AFC East champions. I've lost count of how many times they become AFC champions, but they are the champions nonetheless. This team is in a little interesting situation. They haven't extended Christian Gonzalez yet. They're coming off a season where they're 14-3. They went to the Super Bowl. They've let go of some pieces that might feel a little heartbreaking. We lost our booty.
Damn it!
It was meant to be, dude. It was meant to eventually happen.
No,
it had to happen. We had to lose our booty eventually. We had to.
Not to Houston. No, okay. Why are we helping Houston?
You're right there. You're right. It didn't have to go to Houston.
God, man, they're already freaking good.
If anything, we did our booty right. But I read a report that said something about Houston doesn't see Booty as a starter, which is so stupid. If that's the case, then why'd you trade for him? Uh, I will say I hate the trade package. Like we got a backup safety and a 7th-round pick. What are we doing with the fucking sandwich? Uh, so yeah, that's yeah. Cody, I know you're in here, dude. You made the booty call. Y'all lifted y'all's booty. Yeah. Yeah, it's done. We're that big crew where we had Diggs, May, and Booty. May I dig your booty is no more. That trio is gone. I don't know what we're gonna call it now. The trio with Dobbs and Brown. It just doesn't feel the same. So, but nonetheless, the Patriots. I feel like they're in a good spot. I know a lot of people hate their schedule. Like the toughest schedule that they've ever played. It's like, dude, come on. It's like, have you seen the actual list? It's not that bad. This team was already like sinking well. They're doing really well for themselves. It's the difference between them and the Broncos, who had the second easiest schedule last year. The Patriots had a more cohesive unit together. They played well together on defense. They played together on offense. There was not a close margin of victory like how Denver had, right? Because Denver was struggling with the Giants. They were struggling all season long for some of those like 14 wins. Patriots, a lot of them, ass whooping. A lot of it with booty. But I don't know, man. I think the Patriots are going to have a fantastic year. They got a top 7, top 10 wide receiver in AJ Brown. He's looked fantastic the entire all season so far. And I know the first like 2 days, like people were like, "Oh, look, it's a bust." And then ever since, it's like he's been amazing. Jabe Hackus is going to be a great freaking edge coming out of what was it, Illinois? He's going to be fantastic, young rook to kill out there. But we'll see, man. It all depends right now on how the Patriots come after a Super Bowl loss, right? There's a lot of teams that lose the Super Bowl and they come with a slump. Mike Vrabel doesn't seem like the kind of coach that will, let them, play stagnant or let them settle for what they are. He'll try to evolve them. And looking at this unit, what they did in the offseason with all the signings, Dobbs, Byard, Elijah Vera Tucker, there's a lot of upside to see here. Even the draft pick like Caleb Lomu, who's a future right tackle, in my opinion. I know a lot of people were making jokes like, "Oh, he's gonna take the left tackle spot. He's gonna take Will Campbell's spot." It's like, no.
Just
Will
ignorant.
Campbell's fine.
People just want to hate on freaking Will.
Morgan Moses played majority of the end of the year last year injured, and it was forced to because the backup got hurt. So he was like, "Fuck it, I'll just go out there and play." So Caleb Lomu is just gonna be a nice backup for the future.
Right.
I love this Patriots team. I mean, obviously I'm a Patriots fan, but it's like this is like if we're talking about compared to last year where they were able to somehow some way find a way to get to the Super Bowl. Right. This is a better unit. There's just like
easily objectively
no way about that.
Objectively, I don't know what you already touched on, Jose. So I don't want to. What did you?
I was talking about like I just feel like with the pieces that we got and like we didn't lose anything that scares me enough to like worry about this team. I really am not worried.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm not worried at all either. I think objectively we got better. Anybody that's not a freaking hater can understand that. Okay, what was our biggest weakness? Okay, we didn't have a number 1 wide receiver, and in the regular season and some playoff games, that was still okay. Stephon Diggs was still an okay number 1 receiver for us. People forget that. Just saying, people forget that, and he was our number 1. Now we get a guy, in my opinion, at this point of his career, is better than a Stephon Diggs and Romeo Dobbs. That's not it. Guess what? We got a freaking AJ Brown, where I think tit for tat, not off of just last year, easily a top 6, top 7 wide receiver, especially when healthy and motivated. Let's say that. So we fixed that. Our offensive line sucked, and we kind of knew that going into last year. They overexceeded our expectations until they played the really good teams and the really good defensive fronts. And yes, they freaking sucked. Now they don't. Like you said, Vera Tucker, if he's healthy, he's easily a top 5 guard of his position on the left side, if he's going to be on the left side. Mike O, he's our trusted guy. Mike O is great. He helped us at tackle before. did good, but his position is guard, and he's fantastic there. You move Jared Wilson to center, his original position, which is just going to be good for us. And now we have 3 tackles that are start worthy, right? So, well, we'll see. I can't. I'm presuming that Lomu's already ready, but he should be. All right. Defensively, let me become negative Nancy and tell me, help me be a bit more confident. So defensively, I love our defensive interior. I love the way that we can implement pass rush using defensive linemen, Barmore, Milton Williams, hell, even freaking Corey Durden. I love how we can utilize those guys. Now, when it comes to the pass rush, Harold Landry, he's fine. I was happy that we got him last year, but he's out. He's not going to play the first 4 games, I don't think. Are we gonna bank on Gabe or the rookie that we got with Draymond Jones? Because if we do, my question, Jose, and that I've been saying this whole offseason, our linebacking core sucks. It's not good. Robert Spillane is not. He's good against the run. That's it. He is a liability in coverage. We don't have any linebacker. KJ Britt, great against the run. We have no linebackers that can do anything in coverage. Tight ends, they're going to be open. Running back, it's going to be damn near open. Help me out. I love our secondary. That's the only problem I have is this linebacking core. Tell me where there's some kind of bright side.
Well, the bright side is I do think Gabe Hackers is going to be a low key. Obviously, he came out. He signed late. Obviously some knee issues and whatnot. But he's been at practice ever since. Ever since he signed. So I'm not even worried about him. Honestly, I think he is going to be the guy that you're going to be able to cover for Landry for however long it takes him to come back. Spillane, as long as he does his job, honestly, I'm not worried about the passing game because the passing game will be taken care of by our secondary. Our secondary guys will clean up the job that the linebackers miss. It's the tight end situation. Whenever we play a top tight end, that will worry me much more.
Yes,
but that's very rare, right? Because if you're looking at the first couple of weeks, the first 4 weeks is there's a lot of tight end fun right that you could have, right? AJ Bardner, Fryermuth, Strange, Kincaid.
Right.
But as long as you're honestly, here's what I'll say. Just double him a little bit. Just put Marcus Jones along with it. You'll be fine. Marcus Jones will find a way. He's a magnet. He's a low-key magnet
100%.
that will find the ball no matter what.
For sure. I'm not worried.
I get what you mean. Listen to listen Jennings, those guys that were balling for us last year. It does suck. And obviously Jason, we lost Jason to the Commanders, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
I understood that though. We knew we weren't going to pay Jason. He did his job for us. I think we could easily implement somebody else. That's why Draymond Jones. I get those. The pass rush is going to be a collective thing. We're not going to have a top pass rusher, right? So I'm okay with that. And I get Vrabel and I get Zach Kerr. I get it. I get what they're doing. It's just the linebacking core really rubs me the wrong way. And also one injury. I know we can't predict this, and I hate when people do it, but a Patriot fan. One injury in our secondary, and it's not as good whatsoever. We're not deep. We have the 3 corner. I think we have one of the best 3 corners in the game. That's just my opinion. I could be biased, sure. Mixed with our safety room, I think for sure. But our top 3 corners, not the 2, because I think 2 go to Houston
for a while.
If Carlton Davis goes down, okay, Vildor or Kobe Minor. That's not going to be great. That's not good. If Christian Gonzalez goes down, oh God, man, we depending on who we play, we're cooked.
Yeah, give him his money just to be safe.
Give him his freaking money. Pay him everything. All right. I'll put something in the pot for him if you need to. But
there you go.
Overall, yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're much better on paper than we were last year. I think we're going to be coached up much better than last year. The continuity's there. Josh McDaniels and Drake May. I think this is going to sound crazy, but I think Drake May takes a step this year.
Yeah.
Will that equal out to another Super Bowl appearance? Freaking Lord willing. But I'm not saying that. I'm just saying him by himself with
Well,
AJ, and Hunter Henry being the reliable target with Romeo Dobbs. That's a great matchup.
Let me have you answer Cody's question real quick.
Sure.
He's just at. I just have the same questions about May as I do Stroud. Gotta fix the turnover thing under pressure.
So, well, that's fair criticism. I think Drake May, compared to CJ Stroud under pressure, both of them fumble. Drake May runs more, so he'll fumble obviously more, but he doesn't make as many bad mistakes throwing the ball like CJ did under pressure. And again, this is no hate on CJ. I think if there's 32 starting quarterbacks, I think 26, 27 of them under the pressure that CJ or Drake May was under will be turnover machines, to be fair. You know what I mean? So that's a fair criticism, but I don't think he's going to be under the same pressure. Neither is CJ, I don't think. I think both of our offensive lines are better this year.
Yeah,
it's not going to deal with that.
8 turnovers during the postseason last year, so he averaged about 2 turnovers a game, which is not. It's ugly. It's not pretty numbers, obviously,
sure.
and any turnover at all is going to hurt. But I do think that one of the major things that he probably did work on this offseason was probably like that whole like fumbling thing. That's the thing that they gotta like focus on.
For sure.
As long as he did that, and he looks like the kind of player, the kind of person that would dedicate some time to that, it works. He also got sacked 21 times for 4 games. So, ow. Which I think is the most. I think most in a postseason collectively, like 4 games, 21 sacks. You're averaging 5 sacks, getting sacked 5 times a game. So that's crazy.
And it's not really fair to Cody to be fair. But if you even look at our game in the playoffs, both teams were getting pressure on the quarterback, and Drake May objectively played better under that pressure. And y'all had the better pass rush, and you had the better corners that were playing at least.
But you could say that about every game except for the Super Bowl, right?
Super Bowl was terrible. Fair enough.
When it came with Drake May and Justin Herbert, Drake May got through the
still played better.
Times.
Right.
He still played better, right? He didn't put up only 3 points for the team. You know what I'm saying?
No. Right.
With the Texans, that call to booty on Stingley was able to get the job done for the team here.
Right. So I think there's a bit of a difference, but it is premature. I'm not going to just flat out say Drake May's going.
But Cody's asking is fair. It's like, we do
for
need
sure
to make sure like Drake doesn't continue to have that problem, because that's the 100%. One thing too. With a tougher schedule, it's also tougher teams and tougher defenses. And if those teams can get to Drake, which I don't think they will as well, right? Will Campbell won't be as hurt as last year. AVT is going to be a better guard than Jared Wilson.
100%.
Jared Wilson's now our center, so
yes, and that's his original position, so he's going to be good there. And Maiko is good luck in past Maiko. Anybody?
Oh man, can we get some love from Morgan Moses, please? Because Morgan Moses did not let anybody through his side.
When he's healthy, exactly. Yeah, 100%. Morgan Moses only looks bad when he's hurt or it's against Daniil Hunter. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, for sure.
And thankfully, Myles Garrett is no longer in the conference, so not something to worry about this year.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
But all right, Milton, let's get to it, man. Let's predict the 2026 New England Patriots regular season schedule. Will we be unbiased? Probably not, but I mean that's fair. No, what fandom is actually unbiased?
I think so, dude. I think I want to actually hear yours after, maybe just the number or however you want to do it, because I think mine. Every time we talk about the Patriots, I think I'm a bit more fair, but I love the way you talk about the Patriots because it makes me happy as a Patriot fan. I come at a bit more, I come at a bit more unbiased, and I think this prediction is going to be unbiased.
All right. Week 1 at the Seahawks.
Seattle kick rocks. You're done. We're going to put foot. I'm going to say we're going to put foot to ass. All right. That's what we're going to do. Go ahead.
All right. Week 2 against the Steelers.
Yeah, we're going to lose to the Steelers. Sorry. I told you in the Pittsburgh. Yeah, so Pittsburgh, again, on paper, man, I am freaking terrified. I am absolutely terrified of Herbig, Highsmith, and TJ Watt. That's pretty sweet. They're going to be, at this point, they're going to be healthy. So Morgan Moses, Will Campbell, dealing with those, yeah, I think we're going to lose this game. I think Pittsburgh is going to be very good.
Okay, I might hear this loss if something good comes out of it. All right, week 3 at Jacksonville.
Oh, we beat Jacksonville. Yeah,
okay.
Liam Cohen. Yeah, no, you're Liam. Shout out to Liam Cohen, but no.
I bet week 4 at Buffalo.
At Buffalo, we are going to beat them at Buffalo.
All right.
Yes.
3-1 start there. All right. Week 5 against the Raiders.
Tom, you chose to manage the wrong team. All right, buddy. Get out of here. You suck for that. Should have came. Robert Kraft would have took him under. Like, what the hell?
Do you think Kraft would have done it? But I mean,
yes.
It's about location, Milton. He didn't want to go back to Boston.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm starting to dislike him a little bit. I love Tom Brady as a Patriot and even as a Buck. Love the guy dearly. Best quarterback of all time. I could debate anybody for it. But now we talked on doing our fantasy ordeal. Man, everything he's doing, it kind of ticks me off. I'm not a fan right now. Not a huge fan of Brady.
That's funny.
He's doing great as an analyst, though. He's stepping up. Good job, dude. Good job.
Lay off the cosmetic surgeries, Tom.
Yeah,
whatever you're doing.
Love yourself, dude. Jeez, you look fine. Jeez.
You got the money, dog. You got the money. Chill out. You're starting to look like Ellen DeGeneres a little bit. Please.
Okay.
Please.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of close, too. Mm-hmm.
Still love them. All right. Week 6 against Jets.
Yeah, the Jets, Schmetz. Mets, Nets. We beat them by 30.
All right. Week 7 at Chicago. Thursday night football.
Yeah, short. I think it'll be a great matchup, but I do think the lack of defensive weaponry we're gonna expose, and we win.
Oh, okay. I was scared where that was going. All right. Week 8 at Miami.
Yeah. Skip.
Week 9, Green Bay.
This will be a tougher compared to Miami. Anything's tougher than Miami, but we beat Green Bay. I don't think Green Bay has enough matchup wise to really match up with this. If the teams that are going to beat us, you're going to start seeing have certain corners that I'm a bit scared of that can stop us and certain schemes that they can utilize to mess with our defense as well. But you'll start seeing that. But yes, we beat Green Bay.
Okay. 8-1 start. Week 10 in Germany against the Detroit Lions.
Yes, this is actually, I'm not high on Detroit last year. I was right. This year, I'm not high on them, but they're going to be okay. I think Detroit's going to beat us. We're not going to beat Detroit.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. I think offensively, they match up very well with this. I think Gibbs is going to go freaking wild. Again, our linebackers, who the hell is going to guard Gibbs? Who's gonna go down there? Hey, go cover Gibbs.
I think Milton Williams will catch him with one.
Oh, stop it! Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear yours. I can't wait to hear yours. Yeah, we lose against Detroit. Yes.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, fine. It's fine. 8-2 going into the bye. After the bye, week 12 at the Chargers.
At the Chargers, we lose this game as well.
What the?
Mike McDaniel.
What?
Hey, let me get in there. Mike McDaniel. With, like you mentioned, Joe Alt and Slater. Okay, how are we going to get past that? It's not going to work. And then also Mike McDaniel, offensively, didn't always have our number, but he always played us tough. And now he has Justin Herbert. And Justin Herbert's better than anything he's ever freaking had, including in San Fran, including in Cleveland. I think it's a bad matchup for us. And I think still – he's not the greatest corner, but still mixed with Derwin James can really wreak havoc on a guy like A.J. Brown, just schematic-wise.
They are not going to put up points against us. I'm just going to say it right now.
They're not going to – I think you're insane.
They're going to be lucky to put double digits. They're going to be lucky to get 10.
You're insane. That
Why?
remember
Still got
right.
3.
Remember that was because they had no offensive line.
No, it's because
Remember,
Justin
no, that's
Beer.
why.
It's because
No,
Justin Beer is gonna be too distracted with his lovey-dovey fiance
absolutely not.
wife on the sidelines.
Right.
She's gonna be playing with his hair
I hope.
during the
I
game.
I hope you're right, Jose, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And they're gonna be more healthy, and they're gonna if a healthy Chargers
Okay.
offense is gonna put up
Now
points against us.
with what you've been saying,
Mhm.
because of what you said earlier, week 13 against Buffalo.
We what?
Week 13 against Buffalo. Is this three straight losses in your eyes?
Yes, 3 straight
Oh
losses.
my god.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pissing you off. Oh no. Yeah, so I think we start off very hot,
Woo.
and we right before the bye week lose, and then the next 2 games, Josh Allen has a Josh Allen game. Finally, he gets revenge because I think we beat them to a pulp the first game. But I think yes, we're on a 3-game losing streak. Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, man.
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah.
You're clearly sorry.
Oh my god. All
right. Week 14 against Minnesota.
Yeah, we come back and beat Minnesota. We come back and beat Minnesota. We can double Justin Jefferson.
Here's what I'm going to hear on ESPN: the Patriots can't beat the big ones. All right,
sure. Yeah, right.
Week,
for real.
Week 15 at KC.
Yeah, now we're on a 2-game winning streak. We're on a 2-game win streak. I think we can beat Kansas City. I don't think Kansas City is honestly that good, especially defensively. Defensively, they don't scare me at all. So, yeah, I think we beat Kansas City. Again, Minnesota defensively scares me, everybody. But I just think offensively, against our defense, I think we can match up pretty well with them. I've seen Gonzalez on Justin Jefferson, and it's typically ends up well for us. If Gonzalez is there. If he's not, godly. God bless us.
Week 16 against the Jets.
Yeah, skip. Yeah, no, it's not a game.
Week 17 against the Broncos.
Yeah, we lose this game as well, Jose. Yeah, Denver. I think it's really us in Denver and Houston. There's a couple of the teams maybe, but those 3 teams are really the ones that are going to be trying to fight for that number 1 seed. And I think Denver gets the best of us this game. I think matchup-wise, they match up pretty freaking well with us.
Week 18 against the Dolphins.
Yeah, skip. So we end the year. My record prediction is going to be 12-5.
Holy caca.
12-5 is pretty freaking good. Yeah, but you don't like that streak. I get it. I understand.
But my logic is, if you don't play good in November and December, you're not going to do good in the playoffs.
Maybe.
By your record-wise, we will be probably first-round exits.
Depending who we play. Sure. It just depends who we play. I think matchup-wise, we match up well with almost any team in the AFC. Denver is a tough one. Denver is tough. I mean, look at last year. We didn't have Bo freaking Nix, and we was this close. That's not good for us, by the way. We're much better. Don't get me wrong. But in my opinion, so is Denver. So is freaking Denver. I know they didn't do enough, but they didn't have to. Damn it. They got one guy that can freaking beat anybody deep. But anyways, yeah, I think we're going to go 12-5. I think the floor is 11. I don't think we lose. I don't think we win less than 11 games. That's just my opinion. Yeah. And I think we can actually get up to 13, 14. I think we could get back to 14 wins, but a lot of things have to go well for us. When I say that, I mean the injury bug has to not hit us, and the injury bug has to hit other teams.
No.
Yeah.
At least I'm glad I convinced you. I feel like I convinced you that this will be a better record than what people are guessing. The schedule, it's tough on paper, but it's not the toughest thing in the world.
Not matchup. Exactly. The teams I named, if you see a theme, they're just, if you look at the team unbiasedly, it's like, okay, yeah, I could see how that might be a problem for us. Again, especially the Detroit game. Gibbs, okay. How? Unless we get a freaking linebacker somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how that even happens. I don't know how we even win that game. I'm not going to lie to you. Unless it's a shootout and we get the ball last. Sure, maybe that.
By the Eagles, amen. Go. Blah. Cody says somebody got to stop y'all. Like us two
12,
or the
12 wins?
Patriots.
12 wins.
I know.
That's
I know
reasonable.
Cody. I know Cody's like, oh, my Texans are 15-2. Cody, calm your own titties, okay? You don't.
Hey,
you don't
man.
gotta talk about us.
I really
We
wish
know
we
how.
did.
We remember how you ranked Houston for like the last
yeah.
like 5 weeks of the season, #1 in your rankings. Okay,
Yeah.
calm down now. Come on.
Yeah. All on defense, not overall, just defense.
Right.
No offense, just hey, this defense #1, so they're #1. Oh, well. All right. Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right.
I wish we did Houston later because, man, I am terrified of Houston. I ain't going to lie to you, dude. Overall.
I feel like my 13-4 prediction for them is still solid.
For sure. I was low on them, I guess. Yeah, I think so. Because they are terrifying.
I think the South is theirs. Like Jacksonville, no. Tennessee, no. Indy,
not just there's too many. Yeah, they're not deep enough.
nah.
Houston is freaking. Man, Houston's freaking.
Now the only thing that can stop the Texans is that stupid ass haircut that CJ Shaw got. That's the only thing that can really stop this team.
Wow.
Not only did he lose aura, did he lose everything with that. So who knows?
Well,
I'm just saying.
Cody, since you're watching, the only thing that's going to stop y'all, other than injuries, is your OC. I think CJ's fine, but I think your OC is not good still. Remember I said this. Okay. All right. God damn it. What do you got the Patriots? I'm very curious, actually.
I think I got them 13-4.
Okay. Well, shut up, dude. Get out of here. You got one more win.
I said during the Buffalo thing, they'd have a 2-game streak ahead of, or they'd be above.
Oh, yeah, sure. And you have them 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But as a tiebreaker, they can't do nothing because they lost twice in the season to them. So that's my prediction.
Okay. We're good.
Oh, that's what we got. Cody, your Texans will be fine. They might be first place of the AFC, though.
I think so.
I will say that. They might be that. So.
I think so.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. As far as games to give, the losses, I'll give you Broncos and Detroit. I'll give you those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of.
You didn't like the Pittsburgh one just because of Aaron Rodgers thing?
No, because I'm trying to get revenge for last year, but I see what you're saying.
Just it's early. That's all.
Yeah. I don't think we'll get 5 turnovers again, but
no, for
it's also
sure.
our first game at home of the season, so yeah, we'll see. It's also an 11-day break, so it's like, bro, we shouldn't be losing those. We should not be losing those. Cody says, I think a lot of your games will be one-possession games. We're not Denver. Sure. We're not Kansas City, bro. I don't think so. I don't think they'll be that close.
It could be. Some of them. Yeah, I mean, Chicago, Buffalo games, Seattle, Minnesota, Kansas City.
One possession where it ends with one possession, but it's probably like 2 possessions.
Oh, sure. I'm thinking just score-wise. Like, we won by 7-8 points. Yeah.
It says maybe a May slump too. Bro, how are you going to get a slump
and
you get AJ Brown? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, dude, you got to come up with an argument.
We got better. We got better with that. No, there's no way make it.
Cody, when you say stuff like that, you have to bring something to the table because all the evidence is against that take. We have a tougher schedule, sure, but pass defenses wise, not necessarily. And then also, like Jose said,
because it can happen, or anything can happen.
That's that's a fallacy. That's fallacious. But all right, we can move on. That's all right.
All right. So next week, obviously we'll do our top 15 linebackers right now. But next week, whoever's on, we're gonna do our full predictions. Who's our division winners? Who's our wild card teams? Our MVPs and all that good stuff. So he says, "Don't be mad at me." It's like I think you just want us to. I love you. I think you just want us to be CJ Stroud, and we're not that. We never saw Drake May's son a rookie, and then fail miserably after that. Didn't see it happen. Okay.
Yeah, that was a bad move by CJ. I think I know he didn't probably mean it that way either, but that sucks. That's a bad look. Yeah, I think CJ will actually have a bounce back this year. That offensive line that they got is so much better. It's just I think their offensive ceiling is limited because of the OC. Defensively, they're gonna be a freaking nightmare. I'm glad we don't play him. I'm so happy we don't play him. Oh man, that is. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I see them when I see them. I say, man, me being objective. All the times I had weak points on them was okay. Their interior defensive line sucks. Then they get the best interior defensive lineman in the draft. So, okay, well, there goes that. Okay, Rankins comes back. Okay, offensive line sucks. They completely.
You can't say anything about our biasness when your biasness is just as strong. But low-key, Stroud probably have a better year than Mace. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think the run game will be better. Like what you said next. Run game will be a lot better because of Montgomery, but
yeah,
it's not because it's CJ.
Man, we'll see, dude. We'll see.
Can CJ find the connection to Booty like May did? If he can't,
I'll tell you this, Cody, and you're gonna hate this, but I gotta, since you're kind of picking at us, I guess we go ahead and it's fair game. But we never saw what we heard you. And we seen you on camera. We got videos of you saying that, oh, man, we might as well just have Davis Mills. Remember that? You wanted CJ Stroud to be benched. We've never, ever wanted Drake May to be benched. We know better than that. But you wanted CJ Stroud to be benched, didn't you? Well, that's never came out of our mouth. So I don't know. He could have, again, I think he's going to have a bounce back year. We'll see about better than Drake May. That will be determined, dude.
That will be funny. But all right, guys, let's get into it. Top 15 linebackers today. And I'll tell you right now, Milton, these lists are not going to be the greatest for me. I'm just going to tell you right now.
I could go first if you want. But because I don't think mine's the greatest list either. But again, I make a criteria and I stick with it. So
yeah, go for it, bro.
All right. Well, hold on. Let me see. What did Cody say?
He says, yes, during that game, Milton, he was playing terrible. I'm missing the playoff game. But I think Stroud comes back hard. He's playing for his career now. He's playing for $70 million. If anything, Cody, you should hope he doesn't play good because he's going to want $70 million.
Yeah, if he really is asking, if him and his agent are really asking for $70 million, Cody, you better hope he actually lays a dud because he's not worth $70 million unless he just becomes MVP. Fair enough. But I have never. Yeah, we'll see. All right, but yeah, let's do it. So,
that's what I forgot. Yeah, I always forget somebody. I change it now.
Good. See, well, yeah. Well, I hope I don't forget him. Me saying, "Oh, good," I forget him. All right. So my top 15, like your traditional inside linebacker, Sam linebacker, Will linebacker, heading into 2026. At number 1, come on, Fred Warner. I don't care he's coming off an injury. I absolutely do not care. It's freaking Fred freaking Warner. All right. If anybody deserves benefit of the doubt, it's freaking Fred Warner. Number 2, Zach Bond. Zach Bond has came alive, and I got to give him credit where it's due. And then also the continuity is going to still be there. Vic Fangio is still running that defense. So it's all going to be good with those top 2, in my opinion. I think those are objectively the top 2. You could sprinkle one guy in there that's not in my top 3, but we'll see if you do that. At number 3, I think he should kind of be like 5, but I do like the new defensive identity that's going to be coming in Baltimore. So at number 3, I got Roquan Smith. I think he's been kind of doing like this a little bit, teetering. But I think with the new defensive identity, with Jesse Minter's identity, I think he'll have a resurgence. He's a great player nonetheless. At number 4, this might surprise some people. Shouldn't. It might. At number 4, I have Jack Campbell, Detroit Lions. I think Jack Campbell, for all the defensive nerds out there, if you watch tape, this brother here is freaking wild, dude. It's just the trajectory is just going this. Obviously, he's freaking super, super duper young. At number 5, I have Devin Lloyd. I think he might be a little too high, so if somebody comes at me for that, fair enough. I do think he will work well in an Evero style of defense in Carolina, though, and especially being the main guy. And throughout his career, he's just been doing this. And of course, last year he ascended, his best year ever. Who's to say it's not going to keep continuing? I'll say that. Number 6, I have Edgerrin Cooper from the Green Bay Packers. this could be also premature, but this is a bit of trajectory, a bit forecasting, and all of that. And I think Adrian Cooper, one, is a stud nonetheless, but also adding Jonathan Gannon calling defensive plays, I think it's going to put him in very, very good positions. At number 7, I have Ernest Jones, Seattle Seahawks. The brother's been balling. He's going back with Mike McDonald. Ernest Jones. I think he's one of the linebackers that I would draft any day, all day. He's good with the pass, good against the run, smart player, good team player, everything checks the box. Number 8, got to give him respect because this team is going to win one game. Jordan Brooks. Jordan Brooks, hey, man. The brother has been, well, his team's going to be, he's great. He's a fantastic. He's actually never been bad. He's always been like number 2 as a linebacker in the room. And as he's now been the number 1 guy, he's just constantly been doing this, even with age. So I love that. Jordan Brooks will be my number 8. At number 9, Azeez Al-Shir. I think Azeez has weaknesses, but a lot of times D'Amico does not allow those to kind of show themselves. And I think he'll do the same exact thing this year. The defense just got better. So Azeez Al-Shir is going to be number 9. And number 10, I have the young, talented Carson Schlesinger from the Cleveland Browns, the defensive rookie of the year. He would actually be higher for me. I know it's only 1 year, fair enough, but because them losing Jim Schwartz, I don't know how that's going to pan out. It shouldn't be like that much of a negative, but that's why he still made my top 10, but he's number 10. At number 11, Caden Ellis. Caden Ellis, when he took over at Atlanta, made Atlanta's defense look better than they actually were. And now I think he went to New Orleans, I believe. I think he went to New Orleans. I think that with the Brandon Staley as a defense coordinator, not a head coach, that's going to work well for Caden Ellis. At number 12, good old reliable, Demario Davis. Yes, he's old, but he has not dropped off in production really necessarily at all. He's a great team player, a great leader in the locker room, a great leader on the field. And I think with adding him to a Jets defense that he's going to be on the field a lot, he's going to also produce the numbers as well. At number 13, probably people think I'm disrespecting him, but I just got to see a little bit more. Nick Bolton from the Kansas City Chiefs. Overall, I mean, there's not really too much weaknesses. He's a great run defender, a great communicator. It's just against the pass, I would consider him a liability. Maybe somebody would disagree, but I would consider him a liability. Number 14, probably just with age. This is not a career list because he would be much higher on my list, but I can't. Fosaid Olokun from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Last year, I mean, when we did linebacker core, he was in the top 3 or 4 for me because of him and Devin Lloyd. He'll still, I mean, he's again reliable, consistent, durable, 3-down producer. So he's all that and more. He could be a top 10 guy. It's just last year was a bit. I saw more Devin Lloyd than him. That could be. I have no idea, but I want to see this year because I don't think that defense is going to be that good. So I want to see how he carries the load. And finalizing the list at number 15, got to give respect because he's coming off of a fantastic year. And Devin Bush, he has to give me another year though. I love he actually there's like a resurgence there. He's showing like this is what people thought I would be, and it's this far in my career. But I gotta see the sustainability with Devin Bush. So that's my top 15. I want to give one shout out. I'll put it right here to Jahad Campbell. I think he's a guy that can easily go in this list easily after this year. A full season. If he improves his run defense, he's great in coverage. I think he's a guy that can easily move up. And the last one I want to give a shout out to is Cedric Gray. For Tennessee, I think Robert Saleh is going to utilize him correctly, and I think he can actually be one of these kind of breakout kind of guys. That's my list.
Nice, brother. What was it, 13 again?
13, Nick Bolton.
Oh, sorry, 12.
12, Demario Davis.
Demario Davis. Got it. Trying to bring in that old blood, sticking around and all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Woo. All right.
I
Well, I
think
know
he,
Cody
he-
already hates your list. Sorry, Cody. It is what it is.
if he's worried about Aziz, tell me how Aziz has shown he's a better linebacker than Edgren Cooper or even Jordan Brooks. Just tell me how. Ernest Jones, tell me how. Devin Lloyd, tell me how.
Yeah, no, not mad at that.
Especially against the pass, dude. Please, it's all about being well rounded, right? If he's just good at stopping the run and good at what posing fear in offenses, that's great. That's why he's great. I think he's good. He's top 10. But yeah, come on, dude. You gotta sometimes, man, you gotta stop being biased. You see, I didn't have any Patriot linebackers. You gotta sometimes just look at it.
Not after you shit the whole Patriots linebacking crew.
I would contradict myself, right? I would definitely contradict myself. That's a good point. I'll say. Point taken. You're right. You got it.
All right. So my top 15 list. If you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, why? Number one. Number one, Fred Warner, of course. Even with the injury, that man's a stud. He was carrying that defense before he went down, and it was a lackluster defense, especially after everything that happened with that team. I mean, you missed him a lot. You would miss him a lot if you're a San Fran. He's still number one. Number two, I understand that he's been steadily maybe going down, but a lot of it has to do also with the coaching staff and the team itself. But number two is Roquan Smith for me. I don't think he moves down from this spot too much. Number three, crazy enough, Milton, you're number 10. Carson Swissinger.
I feel it.
That man killed it last year. Now, will he sustain it? You're right. There's a lot of questions. Here's what I'll say.
Schwartz.
No Jim Schwartz.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that will be bright side of Cleveland will be, as usual, the defense.
Sure.
And I think Swissinger, alongside Verse and Ward and all those good players out there on the defensive side, they'll still be beloved with high regard. So I'd give Carson number 3. Number 4, just like you, Jack Campbell. Jack Campbell's fucking been great. He picked up the pieces when Aiden Hutchinson was not there, and now they got both of them. My God. Number 5, I got Zach Bond. Zach Bond, like you said, last 2 years, ever since he got to Big Angio, since he got to Philly, glowed up. Like he wasn't even like talked about top 15, maybe not even top 20, top 25. And he got there to Philly, they got him the right stuff, and he's been killing it. As a third straight year of that will probably make him into the top 3. Number 6, Devin Lloyd. We've been talking about Devin Lloyd all fucking summer. Maybe we're wrong. I don't know, but I don't feel like we're wrong. Devin Lloyd should not be getting paid that low, and I feel like Jacksonville's going to miss him a lot. Number 7, Jordan Brooks. Like I said, the only bright spot of fucking Miami. That's all it is. It's literally Jordan Brooks and Devon Achane. After that, everyone just insert player here. Number 8, Azeez Al-Shaair. Great player. He's like the reverse Nick Bosa. If Nick Bosa sees a black quarterback, he'll kill him. If Azeez sees a white quarterback, he'll kill him.
Sorry, good. That's funny.
Not wrong, though.
Yeah, that's funny. That's a good one.
Number 9, Adrian Cooper. Fantastic stuff. He does a lot of great things for that team, for the Packers. Just need to see a little more and he'll probably step it up and you'll see a lot more this year. But because he's had a lot of, how Alex has mentioned before, a lot of teammates that are first-round draft picks, hasn't really, it's a lot of like, oh, well, is it really him that good or is it just the unit that good? Well, now that the team has been disassembled a little bit with those first-round players, you get to see a little more shine. And to round out top 10, Ernest Jones, the 4th. We saw it in the Super Bowl. We saw it in the playoffs. This dude's a beast. He's an animal. Seahawks have a great one. Will he sustain this year? For sure. Mike McDonald got no concerns whatsoever. Number 11, Nick Bolton. I know you're a little lower on him, but what he's done for the Chiefs, he's been like the only like golden goose for that squad as the years gone by. Number 12, not on your list, not mad at it, but maybe I just have personal love for him, and he has gradually gone down. Patrick Queen. That's probably the biggest name that you're probably going to be like, But Patrick Queen, man, when you got him the right stuff, and maybe now that one mic is gone and then the other mic is in, maybe he'll be back into fruition. Maybe Baltimore saw this ahead of time and said, you know what, this is the right place.
Right. Because
but
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I see it. 13, DeMario Davis. He could be 50 and he'll still be one top 15 guys for the linebackers. Fucking smart as hell. I'm sorry that he went back to the Jets. I don't know why he do this to himself, but he did. But nonetheless, he's still one of those great guys, and I guess he'll be able to be a good influence for that Jets defensive unit. 14, Devin Bush. Devin Bush is always going to get a lot of respect from me. I just don't see his play has declined over time a little bit here, but man, the one thing you have to get about these linebackers, Milton, is that they have to be fucking smart as hell, and then obviously their bodies have to answer to it, but Devin Bush got one of those minds, bro. I'm just saying.
Sure.
And 15, you didn't have him on your list at all. It's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. That crazy. Quay Walker. Quay Walker, get some love from me. You can get to top 15 here. You'd probably be more realistically probably in your like 16 to 20 maybe, but I'm gonna give him some love. I mean, he's like one of the only bright spots you see from the Raiders the last couple of years, other than Crosby, but only one of the few.
Okay.
But that's my top 15.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, once you get from 10, it's like, I don't really care. I'm not going to fight. Patrick Queen, the talent, if we go talent, sure, but his production in Pittsburgh sucks. So I just can't. He's not, I don't know what the hell. Maybe again, you're right. And maybe it was just bad schematic fit. And now with
Green Bay. Sorry, Quay came from Green Bay. I don't know why the hell I was thinking he was playing with the Raiders.
Now he's in the Raiders though, right?
Yeah. Now he's with the Raiders.
Yeah. So Quay. I mean, Quay has this. I think his potential's there. I just couldn't put him over a guy like Oluwakan.
No,
maybe Caden Ellis is that's kind of a nerd pick. I saw what he did in Atlanta.
No, take it.
He overexceeded, I guess, my expectations possibly.
And also, what's there to exceed in Atlanta? To be fair, it's their fault. They did this to him.
Yeah, I can't believe they let him go. Honestly, though, that really was kind of perplexing. But I mean, they don't have a lot of money, so fair enough. Okay, yeah.
Cody asked if we did the Casey schedule. Yeah, we did that 2 months ago.
Yeah, that was the first, right? That was the first. No, second. That was the second division we did.
That was the second week we did. Yeah, we're done. Now we're done. We're 8 weeks in. We're done. We did it. That was 6 weeks ago.
We did it, dude. We freaking did it. But I think if my memory serves, I had Kansas City winning 10 games.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm about like that area too. Maybe like 9 or 10.
Right. I think
I'm not optimistic as Marco.
No, I think the sweet spot is 9 to 11. I think they can overexceed because, of course, just like the Josh Allen conversation, they got Pat Mahomes once he's healthy. I know people are boo-hooing, including me, only when you compare him to Josh Allen. But if they're boo-hooing the last couple of years of lack of production, but in reality, he's still doing everything. He's not putting out 5,000 yards and all that, but when the defense was number 2 overall, he didn't have to. So there's no reason to do that. But anyways, I think Kansas City's offense is going to be humming. So I definitely said that in our AFC West conversation. But the defense, Spags can definitely prove me wrong. He's done it before. So I just don't see it. I do not see it. The secondary is not good, in my opinion. So, but Spags is a freaking just like Brian Flores. When I talk about their secondary, I'm like, but it's good. I don't know how, but it gets good sometimes. I don't know. You could just pull one of those.
Yep. But guys, that's it. We've done our top 15 series, our 8 division series. We're good. We're feeling good. The season starts in 2 weeks from today.
Heck yeah.
I don't know how to feel about that, Milton. Are we really ready? Are we really ready for all this?
I am so ready, dude. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait to nerd out.
Woo!
Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready for that game, no. Because I'm still sore on that one. Man, I'm still crying inside on how they did us. They could have made it worse.
It's okay. We're only 80% water. It's all right. But nonetheless, like I mentioned, we will have our predictions going on next week. Let's see who we can get on the channel for that. We'll love to have a big crew, but of course, everyone's got busy lives, so I can't really force them to it. But me and Milton will probably most likely be here next Wednesday to chat it up. Man, time flies when you predict the schedule, and then you gotta redo everything because a lot of things have changed since.
No, for sure, they definitely have, and so our predictions are gonna. We'll make sure to preface like, hey, I know I called this record for this team on this date, but this has happened. So,
by the way, I will say this for short and sweet. Last 2 minutes probably. Are you hurting more on your prediction for Atlanta after seeing what Tua's been doing?
No, as long as Penix is healthy with week 1 starting, no. Because Tua sucks. Yeah, that's funny. Hey, I don't know if you watched the first game, but the first snap he fumbled the ball. It was the funniest thing I've ever. Again, a guy that predicted the high hopes, quote unquote. And I don't like record wise. I don't have high hopes. But exactly, just winning the division is the high hope. I think. But to answer your question, no, I don't think if Tua starts, yeah. Yeah, for sure. But I think if once Penix is healthy, I don't think Penix is great, but I saw how he fed Drake London, and that's going to be fine. That's all he's going to have to do. Find London, find Pitts. Bijan. There you go. I think Penix can do that if he can stay healthy. That's a big if.
So fast should be like, look, I'm gonna limit Tua to just 15 throws at best. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I can do for you.
I mean, yeah. If Stefanski puts out Tua again, his reputation is at hand right now. When it comes to Stefanski, you can't do that. You already had the debacle at Cleveland with all those sorry quarterbacks. Don't do another one. You cannot remake these guys.
It'll be so
all right,
funny.
Kevin. You can't.
It'll be so funny if the Bucks fail to give Baker a contract. He leaves and goes to Atlanta to the guy that freaking didn't want him at first. And they're back together. And
I know.
They're back together.
They still had a good year though, right? So who knows? Who knows? That would be. I think that would be the best case scenario for Stefanski. Stefanski just needs to land a quarterback. Not even a top 10 quarterback, just a guy that doesn't suck. And I think Atlanta will be freaking offensively. I can't speak for the team, but offensively, it'll be freaking sweet.
Yep. Well, guys, that's all we got for tonight. Your combine champions, Milton and I, along with the rest of our crew, we're trying to get a good night's sleep because, we got to get ready for our fantasy football draft in less than 2 weeks. By the way, that will be probably podcast. That probably will be live.
Good.
I don't know if maybe we all want to meet up and do the podcast together. That would be fun.
It's whatever you want to do, dude. It's on Sunday, right? Yeah.
It's on a Sunday at 6. So I'll ask to see who wants to join. And if not, we'll get together. But it'll be fun. And like I said, I'll have in the next day or two, I'll have the full scrimmage game posted. It'll look grainy. I'm sorry in advance. It'll look grainy. But I'm gonna do my best to highlight my boys who all did great. Milton with the first touchdown for our team. Trey with multiple touchdowns for his team. Oh my God.
Trey's the man. Yeah, Trey's the man.
How did I tell you about that elusiveness? I told you about that elusiveness, bro.
I knew I should. I told them. I said, "You got him." Every time the guy scored, if you notice, I said, "Okay, I got him." Then, all right, fine. And then another guy would score. It's like, all right, well, let me go get him. And I said, "You have Trey?" Because he wasn't really moving that much. So I'm like, "Okay, y'all got him." And yeah, now like you said, he just freaking wiggle his way and get a freaking first down or touchdown. Once I guarded, he was fine. But anyways.
Yeah, but combine, we're gonna try to do it in March instead, so it's not as hot and we're not dead. And maybe I'll put that video on live. Maybe I'll get a GoPro on me, and we'll have the real scoop and everything, or we'll have a GoPro on someone else, someone better, because I need to lose weight and I need to be better shape. But nonetheless, guys, next week predictions, all the good stuff. Football's in 2 weeks. We'll do the podcast back on Tuesdays when that starts again, because obviously we don't want to be interfering with the NFL games.
Yeah.
But guys, for Milton, for myself, I'm Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.
Nice.